Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here. It is Open Ultra League and Ultra League Premier. I did a video this morning on Ultra League Premier teams, so go check that out if you want to do that. Ultra League Premier is no legendary, but level 50 Pokemon allowed. Open is XL allowed and legendary Pokemon allowed. So I'm not going to go too much into these teams or rankings because I've done this 3 weeks ago. The rankings, I'm actually just looking at the rankings side by side. Like Cobalion's up 1, Pidgeot's down 1. Trevenant's up 1, Gliscor's down 1. You have Registeel added Shadow there. Again, Registeel non-Shadow is better because with the Shadow, you want the fast move damage, which Lock-On doesn't do. Focus Blast and Zap Cannon isn't probably going to one-shot anyways, even as a Shadow for most things. So it's just better to run regular Registeel if you have it. The rest of the rankings are within 1 or the exact same as before. So there's not going to be a ton of change over the past 3 weeks, 2 weeks that's been out. So I'm just going to go with teams that worked 2 weeks ago. So again, some of this may be repetitive if you've seen this before, but if you're new to this channel or you're seeing this for the first time, these are the teams that have worked in the past. Jellicent, Pidgeot, Cobalion. Again, Pidgeot's main weakness is going to be just like steals. Cobalion with the double kick Sacred Sword so fast is going to just dominate those. Choose your third. It's going to be those 2 plus a third. I tried Jellicent on this and I worked with this because outside of like the normal typings, like you do well against like other ghosts that you hit super effective against. If you're weak to fire with Cobalion, so like having an answer to like Talonflame is pretty good. You're weak to Swampert with Cobalion, so having an answer to Swampert is good, which is why I used Jellicent as an answer to both of those, and that worked very well. Team number 2, again, I use Melmetal. Use Registeel if you have it. If you don't have Registeel, use Galarian Stunfisk. You don't need to use Melmetal, but same idea. A strong steel in the front. Giratina as you could use it as a safe swap. I think it's just generally good as a safe swap. Dragon Breath if you're going to use a safe swap because you don't want to get caught with the Dragon Claw safe swap. I mean a Shadow Claw safe swap because then you get hit with like a normal type Pokemon and you're a lot of resistance. You're going to lose that hard on that one. So Dragon Breath, Giratina is a better safe swap. Again, it's weak to Fairy, so again the Steel will deal with that. And then Tapu Fini in the back with the Water Gun, Surf, and Moonblast. Tapu Fini is just like, it's not on the front page, but I think it's like pretty underrated because it can like hang in there with like Cobalion or resist because it's half Fairy. Hangs in there with Pidgeot. You can land the Moonblast on Giratina. You can Water Gun and Surf on Gliscor. You're doing well against the Swampert because you resist the Hydros. So it's a pretty strong Pokemon, able to deal with a lot of the top meta. Just keep it away from like Trevenants. The third one I used another Pidgeot because again Pidgeot's just so dominant. Cress I used as a safe swap on this team. Cress is kind of underrated because it does deal with a lot that you're seeing. Again, it's one of the best answers to Cobalion in that because you just go Psycho Cut is neutral plus Moonblast is neutral, so neutral as opposed to them only throwing Stone Edges if they have that. And then I can deal with Swampert with ease. It's just so tanky, it can absorb a lot of damage, right? So you wing attack and either lower their attack or Brave Bird and Bail. Cresselia can absorb that. And then again, if Pidgeot's weak to Steel, you need something to deal with Steel. Obscure I think is very, very underrated in this meta, dealing with, again, Giratinas, dealing with Trevenants, dealing with the Steels, like Registeel. So it's a pretty strong Pokemon. And then the last one was highlighted by Yonkis, but this was the first person to hit Legend this season, and this was their team that they used. Walrein, Tapu Fini, and Charizard. And again, like Walrein deal with Pidgeot, you're going to be weak to Rock. You're actually double weak to Rock on this team. So why it sort of works is the only real Rock Pokemon you're going to see. I mean, if it's like Galarian Stunfisk, the Blast Burn is going to probably do like one shot plus Powder Surge, and Earthquake will do one shot. Not one shot, but pretty close to one shot. So you still have answers to it. So that's why sort of the team works. Charizard's going to be weak to like Swampert. You have like 2 answers for Swampert. Tapu Fini's weak to Trevenant, so you have 2 answers to Trevenant. Walrein's weak to Fighter, so you have 2 weak answers to Fighter, right? That's how it works, right? You have basically every Pokemon has their 2 weaknesses covered. Their weaknesses covered by the 2 other Pokemon. So it's easy just to kind of work around. And like Powder Snipe Skill Spear is like a fast spamming move. Blast Burn, Wing Attack now. Blast Burn gets to you very quickly. And Water Gun Surf is not a super fast, but it's decent spam, and Water Guns do add up over time as the Lantern matchup has shown in Electric Cup. So that is it. I'm going to be grinding probably Premier for a few because I think there's a couple combos in Premiere as I showcased this morning that will be very strong. So I'm gonna check that out. But that is it. So appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate you commenting. Let me know what you're using in the Open Ultra League, and I will see you guys in the next one.